Okay, we ready?
Well, good morning. I hope you're doing well. We are back in Middle Earth, and Miss Medrielle continues to help the people of Stangard. Now she has to help this gentleman here.
The Rohirrim have need of your services.
It's been months since anyone has been posted on any of the watchtowers. Men go out to hunt or gather to bolster our stars, and too many die on the way because they do not know what faces them. It would be a great help if you could just climb the watchtowers and look at what roams Errolsmead and the Wailing Hills. Alright, so you want me to climb watchtowers and see what's outside. Alright. This is a good vantage point. You see nothing noteworthy from this vantage point. And it says this is a good vantage point. And I see nothing noteworthy. Okay, so we have to go to all the watchtowers until we see things that are noteworthy. Alright, makes sense. Well, we got another one here. And nothing noteworthy here either. Oh, there's one over here. I think we have to go to this guy's house to get to this one. Yeah. In the Wailing Hills, you see orcs and more orcs roaming the lands as if they own them. I love that. Orcs and more orcs. That's pretty clear. And this one did not trigger anything. And neither did this one, apparently. So I guess those are not good vantage points. I still like this little house here. And what about that tower? Okay, we've been to that one. I want that one up top. And not that one. We can't enter those. Can we check those two? Like we have more watchtowers further this way. Far in the distance, you note rocky channels swarming with vile worms. That wants me to go this way. I've already checked all these. Check again. Nothing noteworthy. Okay. Surprised they don't mind that random rock out of the town. You know? In here, maybe? I noticed there's a watchtower on top of that. Using this has no effect. So, no, I guess not. Too near Stangard, you see a den of wild slavering dogs preying upon the land. Talk to Gata about the dangers you saw. Hey, what? I can't jump into the fountain? That's a new one. Usually you can jump in the fountains. Can't tell if it's getting on nighttime or getting on daytime. I think it's getting on daytime.
What brings you to these lands?
You must be jesting, Medrielle. You did watch duty. No one has done watch duty since Sithric came here. Sithric came here. Please, tell me what you saw from the towers. Gata listens gravely as you tell him what you saw from your high vantage point. Orcs to our west, worms and wicked beasts to our east, and a haunted wood to the north. Things have worsened for us since the patrol's lesson. Now there is no hope of us getting food from Errol's Mead without losing many men to the predators that roam the riverlands.
What brings you to these lands?
Yes, the men of Stangard carry many burdens. There was hope that Sithric would make things better here, but life is harder now. Men are hungrier, and many leave and do not return. Those who stay carry more weight than ever.
Will you aid the Rohirrim?
I think it's time we brought these issues to Stanric himself. Come, let us seek an audience with him. Perhaps we will catch him away from Sithric for once. Alright. Perhaps we can make some headway at last. The situation in Stangard is growing too dire.
After seeing the many hardships faced by the men of Stangard, Gada has decided to make an appeal to the leaders of the settlement. Will you aid the Horse Lords?
Come, Medrielle, perhaps learning of our unnecessary hardships from a stranger will make them realize that something must be done. Stanric will listen to what you have to say. Sithric, on the other hand, well, we shall see. Things are not always this bad here. We have a few men, it is true, but it used to be that we could get things done. Stanric, will you hear our appeal, sir? Stangard is beset with many hardships. Of course, Gada, you have my ear, Medrielle.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Stanric listens calmly as you share your impressions of the stagnant, malnourished state of things in Stangard. Yes, Medrielle, everything you say is true. Perhaps there is something that can be done. Let us all speak our minds. Stangard's situation has grown dire. Our guest has seen many of our hardships firsthand. The men are so hungry they cannot perform their duties. They are overworked. Our lands, once so carefully patrolled, have been allowed to grow perilous. It is true, our hunting parties often do not return, and our food stores dwindle alarmingly. Life was always a struggle here, but never so dire as now. As now? Say what you really mean, Gada. Do not mince your words for my benefit.
What brings you to these lands?
Nay, do not interrupt, Medrielle. I am waiting for Gada to finish his thought. You were saying, Gada, things are worse now, since what? What has changed in your view of things? Go on, Gada. Tell us what is on your mind. I will say it, since you will hear it. Things have grown far worse since your arrival, Sithric. The king appointed you, but you only thwart all our efforts to improve things here. Gada, please, do not say these things. As you said, Sithric is here by the decree of Theoden King. Correct, I am here because Stangard failed the king. You all answer to me. I am here to see that things are run properly. If you resist my decisions, then you will resist the will of the king. And you will do well to remember that, Gada. Gada, your words are noted. Please go back to your post now. But Gada, you will do as I say. Back to your watch post now.
What brings you to these lands?
It is well that Stanric sent that fool back to his post. Any more insolence, and I would have seen to it that he was imprisoned for his treasonous words. Keep out of this, Runekeeper. You are another Rohirrim, and Stangard's affairs are no concern of yours. Sithric has warned you to keep out of Stangard's affairs. Sithric is I would say, but I would have to be very impolite. Sithric is out of earshot. You should speak with Stanric again.
Will you aid the Horse Lords?
Our hands are tied here, Medrielle. The king is not the man he once was. To defy him, even for good reason, would not end well for me or my men. But I have an idea. You are not truly bound by our laws. If you can think of anything you could do that would help us, you have my blessing. That is all I will say on this matter. Sithric cannot imprison you, a guest, for any of your deeds in Errol's Mead, so long as no crime is committed. That is all I can say for now. I thank you for your interest in our hardships, Medrielle. Your concern is deeply felt. So I believe, he has given us permission to do whatever we need to do to help the men out here, since he can't do it directly because of Sithric. Well, I mean, it's something. It's a quiet defiance. So, Stanric still has a spine. That's good to know.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
How frustrating. If Sithric represents the king's wishes, I have no desire to be a subject of Theoden any longer. Our king was once a great man, but now... Gada gives a quick glance around him, then lowers his voice. I must be careful what I say from now on, I think. Sithric's men are everywhere. I'm going to take the silver tokens, I think. And we are now known to the riders of Stangard. So we've made acquaintance with Stangard. Woohoo! So, yep. Nice. Warrior of Stangard. The men of Stangard see you as a trusted compatriot. Or companion, I don't know. And we got 5 LOTRO points for that.
Our success depends upon our strength.
And it's good that Stanric has given you leave to do as you will. If only I had that liberty. Well, Sabert and Tatween are good men, and better yet, are not loyal to Sithric. They will accept your help more readily than the others if you wish to lend it. So we need to talk to Tatwine and Sabert. Who are you? You're Tatwine.
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
As you have seen, my horses are hungry, Medrielle. I am the keeper of the stables, but I do not have leave to take them out to graze. It would be too dangerous. Would you be willing to bring back some heaps of grass for them? Your help would be much appreciated. I will not tell Sithric. It can be our secret. So, if Tatwine is the guy that... Yeah, I was going to say. If Tatwine's the guy that's dealing with the horses, then the other guy must be the one with the dogs. It is. He is. He is around here somewhere. Right here. Oh. He's inside? Hey, pups. Alright, since I found your master, I thought was for sure was this guy. Oh no, Sabert's the guy outside. I was thinking the guy that tended the dogs. No, Sabert's the guy that had us do the guard duty. Or the watchtower duty.
Will you aid the Rohirrim?
You have been given some leave to help me ease my troubles, have you? I have just the thing for you. I cannot leave my post as the gate watcher, but I long to be cleaning the fields of the fanged menace that roam ever near our doors. Those evil hounds grow bold. They do not fear us as they should. It would be a good task for you. Alright, so. Grasses and dogs. Well, since we have been given leave to magic up some answers to the problems, we're going to do just that. Guess these aren't the right dogs. Okay, what was that I used? And that's the epic conclusion. We need to find bundles of grass. Clump of grass. Ah. If you hear any strange noises, that would be a cat trying to get my attention. Even though she's had much attention today. She's had lots of petting, a couple of treats. She's taking advantage of things since she was sick a few days ago. Okay, so we have grass. And I thought for sure dogs would be out this way. Goat. A dog or anything else, it's a goat. The vile hounds. That's a goat. Ah, here we go. Before I head back, I don't see anything that suggests a any extra side quest. See why they picked this spot. They've got a nice little cave there. Couple of little spots that they can get out of the weather. Plus easy access to food and water. So that should do that. We head back and turn those in. And so to answer my question from last time, apparently they had been trying to send people out to do hunting, but the hunting parties aren't always returning, probably because they're getting attacked by things and either having to run or they're getting killed because, well, they haven't had enough food and they're weak. Things are pretty dire here. Alright.
What business have you with the Rohirrim?
Wonderfully done, my friend. That was a kind deed you did for us. I hope they do not interfere with you as they do with the rest of us. Don't worry. Even if they do, I don't bow to Theoden King. So, they could throw me in jail, and I would still defy Sithric. There you go, horse.
What brings you to these lands?
Thank you, Medrielle. That was a very good deed. I do not like to see these great creatures go hungry. Alright. It's Gada. Oh, up top. That's right. Every time I hear that music, I feel like something's about to go down. That's nice. Like that.
Our mission is dire.
You are an admirable high elf, Medrielle. I wish Sithric had the wisdom to see what good could be done here if only he stepped out of our way.
The Rohirrim have need of your services.
The shortage of meat is a problem of late, as you've surely noticed. Our rations are small and sparse, and Sithric insists that no man can be spared, save the ones that went north to Thingland. Wild goats roam the plains of Errolsmead in plenty, and I do not see why none of us are given leave to hunt them. Perhaps you could do this deed while you venture out to do other tasks for my folk, could you not? So, we're to collect game meat, help Sabert, and help Tatwine again. So, go talk to Tatwine.
Our success depends upon our strength.
I will tell you the real problem with Stangard, Medrielle. There are no crops, and no crops means no harvest, and no harvest means no food, now or ever. I was a farmer once, but I have been told to stay here and tend to these horses day in and day out. If I was permitted to leave this post, I would plant until my back gave out. Here, if you have time, here are some seeds. There are fertile enough spots in the plains of Errolsmead. So there's farmland even, but y'all aren't even allowed to do That much. The heck is up with Sithric? We know what's wrong with Theoden King.
The Rohirrim will need your aid.
If you find yourself near the teeming nest where the worms roam freely, you should hew down as many of the menace as you see. No good can come out of these wild things being allowed to endure, and that is certain.
Our success depends upon our strength. Will you aid us?
The worms in northern Earlsmead have been spawning unchecked for months uncounted, and without intervention they will only continue to grow in number. Their eggs must be destroyed if we have any hope in checking the size of future population of these wild creatures. So you want me to take care of the worms, and the guy up top wants me to plant some crops, so they might at least have hope of having a renewable supply of food. Okay, we can do that. But of course, we will do that next time. Until then, bye for now.